Have you ever laughed so hard you cried? Or snorted in a quiet room and then laughed even more because of the awkwardness? Laughter is such a weird, universal, and wonderful part of being human. But have you ever stopped to think about where it comes from? Why do we even do it? Today we're diving deep into the fascinating history of laughter, from our ancient primate cousins to the memes that make us chuckle at our screens. Believe it or not, the story of laughter starts long before the first human ever told a joke. Scientists believe that laughter evolved from the panting sounds of our primate ancestors during rough-and-tumble play. Think about watching two young apes wrestling. They'll often make a rhythmic, pant-like sound. This sound wasn't a sign of aggression. It was a signal that said, "Hey, this is all in good fun. I'm not trying to hurt you." It was a social lubricant, a way to build bonds and navigate physical interactions safely. So, as early humans evolved, this primate play pant transformed. Our vocal cords developed, our brains grew more complex, and that panting sound became the ha-ha-ha we know today. But it kept its original job, signaling safety and building connections. For early humans living in small, tight-knit groups, laughter was a vital tool for survival. It could diffuse tension, reinforce group identity, and create a sense of community. Imagine a group of early humans sitting around a fire. One of them trips over a rock. At first, there's a moment of alarm, but when he gets up, unhurt, and grins, the whole group might burst into laughter. That shared laugh says, "Everything's okay. The danger has passed. All in this together." It turns a moment of potential fear into a moment of collective relief and bonding. The first recorded joke in history comes from ancient Samaria, around 1900 BC, and get this, it's a fart joke. Not kidding. The joke goes, something which has never occurred since time immemorial. A young woman did not fart in her husband's lap. Yep, toilet humor is literally thousands of years old. This tells us something important. From the very beginning, humor has often revolved around breaking taboos and subverting expectations. Moving on to ancient Greece, laughter took on a more philosophical dimension. Thinkers like Plato and Aristotle actually spent a lot of time analyzing it. Plato was a bit of a party pooper, to be honest. He thought laughter came from a feeling of superiority, laughing at someone's misfortune or ignorance. He worried it was a malicious emotion that could disrupt a well-ordered society. Aristotle had a slightly more nuanced view. He agreed that humor often involved a sense of superiority, but he saw it as a harmless way to release these feelings, a kind of social pressure valve. He also identified the power of wit and clever wordplay in comedy, laying the groundwork for how we think about jokes even today. Then came the Romans, who absolutely loved their public spectacles. They took Greek comedic traditions and blew them up on a grand scale. Roman comedies were full of stock characters we'd still recognize: the boastful soldier, the clever servant who outsmarts his master, the grumpy old man. These plays were a way for the masses to blow off steam and laugh at the powerful, even if it was just on stage. It was entertainment, but it was also a form of social commentary, a safe space to poke fun at the structures of society. During the Middle Ages in Europe, laughter's role became a bit more complicated. The church had a pretty ambivalent relationship with humor. On one hand, some religious figures saw laughter as frivolous and ungodly, a distraction from serious spiritual matters. They believed life was a somber journey and excessive merriment was a sin. But on the other hand, you had the tradition of the Feast of Fools, a wild festival where social hierarchies were turned completely upside down for a day. Peasants would dress as bishops, mock rituals were performed, and everything was fair game for a laugh. This shows that even in a very rigid and religious society, people still needed an outlet for chaos and absurdity. Humor was the release valve. The Renaissance brought a huge shift. The rise of humanism and a renewed interest in the individual, humor became more sophisticated and personal. This is the era of Shakespeare, the master of blending high tragedy with low comedy. In his plays, you get a king delivering a powerful monologue in one scene, and a group of bumbling fools telling dirty jokes in the next. Shakespeare understood that humor makes characters more relatable, more human. He used witty banter, puns, and mistaken identities to explore the full spectrum of human experience. Laughter was no longer just about superiority or blowing off steam. It was about celebrating the cleverness and foolishness of being human. Fast forward to the 18th and 19th centuries, the age of satire. Writers like Jonathan Swift and Mark Twain used humor as a powerful weapon to criticize society. politics, and human hypocrisy. Think of Swift's A Modest Proposal, where he sarcastically suggests the Irish could sell their children as food to the rich. It's horrifying, but its power comes from the shocking, dark humor that exposes the brutal reality of poverty and oppression. Humor was now a tool for social change, a way to speak truth to power in a way that was both entertaining and impossible to ignore. The 20th century was the explosion of mass media, and laughter went global. First silent films with physical comedians like Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton, who could make audiences around the world laugh without saying a single word. Their comedy was a return to the basics of physical play, the universal language of slapstick. Then came radio, bringing stand-up comedians and sitcoms into people's living rooms. Then television, which created shared cultural touchstones for entire generations. Think about how many people can quote lines from I Love Lucy or Monty Python. And that brings us to today, the internet age. Humor has become faster, more collaborative, and more bizarre than ever. We have memes, viral videos, TikTok trends, and endless inside jokes shared by global online communities. A meme can go from a niche forum to being recognized by millions in a matter of hours. This new form of humor is participatory. We don't just consume it, we create it, share it, and remix it. It's a way we process current events, cope with stress, and connect with people we've never even met. When a major world event happens, the memes start flowing almost immediately. It's our modern version of sitting around the fire, turning a moment of fear or uncertainty into a moment of shared collective laughter. So, from a primate's pant to a viral meme, laughter has always been about connection. It's a signal that says we're safe, understand each other, and we're in this together. It's a social superpower that breaks down barriers, diffuses tension, and reminds us of our shared humanity. The next time you find yourself in a fit of laughter, take a moment to appreciate it. You're taking part in an ancient, powerful tradition that connects you to every human who has ever lived. Thanks for watching. If you found this as fascinating as I did, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the weird and wonderful parts of our world. See you next time.